and we're getting ready to launch Flawless Halo. Literally everything is about to bloop. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Don't mind my background too much. Your girl has been in the trenches just a little bit. Y'all, I am nervous. I'm gonna set you guys right here. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because God is calling me back into owning a hair company. Last year, this time, I started to make the decision that I would not be doing hair anymore. I talked to a coach and like a strategy coach, and at this time I was doing hair, and she told me that I needed to stop doing hair, do social media, and really use the gifts that God has given me. She literally said, you know what, I'm gonna step into my prophetic bag. Please excuse me if, am I allowed to, because I want to stay as professional as possible, but I like to operate in purpose. She was like, you need to get from behind the chair. You don't need to be doing hair anymore. You have great products. You have a great personal brand. You need to leverage that. You need to take that serious. I heard her. But then God closed my salon down, and then had me work on rebranding my whole situation of my hair company to in the last 4 months. I have not touched it. It was getting ready to launch. It was just like a funding issue, and I just decided that, well, God decided that I needed to keep my eyes off of that prize. I never lost the desire. However, I knew that it was off limits for the season. Now, I was watching Rock City with Pastor Mike Jr., and he started to talk about detours. Now, I was editing this video. I put it in my cards, if I'm allowed to do that yet. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out, but he was talking about detours, and I was editing a how to install a wig video. And before he started to talk about detours, I heard a voice say, add Flawless Halo so they can order. And I'm just like, I'm not supposed to be doing Flawless Halo. But as he goes on, my best friend texts me, and she has three things that she thought she completely lost that God has told her to pick back up in this season. And he's talking to me. He's like, I had to show you her so you can believe that I'm talking to you. I brushed it off. I didn't tell anybody. Usually I would go tell and consult, but I just didn't. I felt kind of guilty that, like, I'm taking everybody in my circle on this ride with me. However, it is what it is. Sarah messages me. Well, she calls me randomly yesterday. God tells me to fast until noon. It's 8 o'clock. I'm like, no, I want to fast all day. I want to fast tomorrow. And he's just like, no, just fast till noon. You'll be fine. I can do it by noon. I'm just like, do what by noon? I'm not expecting anything. He's like, get your house in order. Remember what I told you to do. Get your house in order. I picked up my camera. I started my room decorating vlog, which is on halt right now because I can't build that stuff, y'all. So I need the help of my husband. But she called me and, asked would I be willing to supply hair for a mutual friend. And I'm just like, the crazy thing about that question is Sarah would have never asked me to do anything like that. She is one of the few people that respected, that not respected, but really was intentional about not taking me out of obedience. She was super intentional about not taking me out of obedience. So I burst into tears because I knew in that moment, because God told me that He was going to give me a name for my clothing company. And the crazy thing about this, y'all, is like, why is God having me to start 2 new businesses when most people would not have you do none of this? Pick back up where you left off, try again, launch something else simultaneously. Like, it's not working. Like, that doesn't work like that. So Halo's taking a nap. I just watched Sarah's daughter and her this morning so Sarah can get some work done. So now I'm like bopping around on the computer because I have to pick up where I left off. And I'm going to take a break for right now, but I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on with my business. So here we go. We're getting ready to launch Flawless Halo. I changed everything over last October, and we're getting ready to launch Flawless Halo. Literally everything is about to bloop. Hey y'all, it's Edit and Lay. This is actually very recent. The day that this is going up is the day that I'm doing the commentary. So watching this back and seeing the revelation that I had on this day and seeing how intentional God was to push me into purpose and understanding that it doesn't happen overnight. That was in June and we're September 11th. So when God gives you a word and you act on it, I was acting on it immediately. And the promise still has not come to pass. But then it's also things that we have to revisit. So I'm super excited to be doing these flashbacks and seeing the things, because it's like coaching myself and kind of coaching y'all through how to get to the promise. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I really feel closer because I'm finally doing something that I like dreamt about doing. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen because I filmed these vlogs and I have not visited them. So yeah, let's see what God's gonna do. So I'm excited. I'm nervous because I have to learn how to forgive myself for how I showed up last season and what I didn't do and what I felt like God wasn't doing and what I didn't choose to say or who I had to let go, all the things from last season. I have to forgive myself for it, and I just believe like what better way for God to put me to help me to learn how to forgive myself, but to put me back in that situation. There's been much prophecy. I contrary to what like I would even believe that like God told me to do this hair company, that I'd be excited to do it. And if God is calling me back to it and He trusts me, then I'm gonna just do it. But I am afraid of failure. Failure is a thing. I'm not afraid of failure, but the idea of failure, the idea of this flopping once again, is a horrendous idea. But we're doing it. So let me guys show you what we're working on right now. Currently, I am working on a landing page because I need to have like the landing page up fast. So I need to really just leverage what I'm doing right now and do the landing page. I'm on Klaviyo. So this is what the instructions say to do a landing page. So like you can drag and drop stuff, I think. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't done this in a long time. Like a lot of other stuff is already set up, Okay, you're supposed to add the vlog. There we go. There we go. We need like something like this. Okay, so there we go. That's what I had to do. I'm gonna try and figure this out because I need to post this stuff now, change my highlight covers, and archive some content. And yeah, so this is day one. I'm sharing this on my stories today. Wow. I can't believe this. This is crazy. Hey y'all, it is June 8th at 9:59 p.m. Halo is not sleeping. I'm trying to get her to at least stay in her room, and I am currently updating the pricing on my website. This was a huge reality check for me because in this going back into the business and being obedient, crazy, I was drinking a ginger lime puppy and eating some potato chips because I just got like the munchies and some focus food. Everything but bundle deals was priced very high, given the price of lace was very high in October coming out of the pandemic. Y'all, real bad. So I'm excited to have some more reasonable pricing. So y'all, when I went back several months, like I have not looked at my website or my pricings or anything like that for several months. So when I went back on the website and I was looking at my prices, and then I looked at like wholesale and how much I marked up and just what I was doing, that won't kingdom. Of course it won't. That's why God had to shut it down. And I didn't understand my target audience either. And I was not running a business for those people that I was trying to target and to reach. So I am definitely paying attention in this season to how God wants me to market my business versus how I want to do it and how much I want to charge. So I am very pleased with my pricing now. I feel like it's justifiable. Plus all the work and all the knowledge that goes into the hair and the sourcing and everything like that. So I do believe that business is business, but kingdom business is kingdom business. And you gotta I'm about my father's business. Okay, so I'm glad that I had to see how much left I needed to get to right? So, yeah. Because, child, the prices was high. For real. Like, some of my lace was like $200 for a 6x6 closure. It says $215 for a 14-inch 6x6 body wave closure. I mean, that's what it had to be for how much it cost, but ridiculous. My wigs are under $500, which pre-plucked, pre-bleached, HD lace, 180 density wigs, completely glueless, 30 inches for $450. I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad at all. I don't think that's bad at all. Especially because I know how long it's going to last and everything. So, okay. I think it's hilarious that I'm talking about starting a hair company and my hair is a mess. Now, I want to give y'all some insight and backstory. I went through a season where I was wearing synthetic wigs. When I say a season, I had 3 synthetic wigs over a span of 2 months, and I needed to ground myself. I had my previous hair company for several years, and I nailed myself to only wearing and supporting and sporting my own hair company, to the point where I kind of turned my nose up to anything else. So this is me in the trenches. This is me, God humbling me. I hated this wig. 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 I hated this color. I did not like this wig. So I am grateful that God showed me grace and mercy and let me spin the block, so that, like, y'all, I just left the gym and this is my headband wig, and I just feel like this is even better than this on my head. It felt like it gave very much mop. So yeah, I just have to put that in there. That ain't flawless halo. That was God humbling your girl. So I'm watching Sociology, and I am working on the back end of my website. I have to add the seamless clip-ins, tape-ins, and the 13x4 and the 13x6 super glueless wigs. And I think that I'm done after that. So just working. I'll show you guys what it looks like back here. So here are like the old prices for the 6x6s, so, and the 7x7s. So this is like the old stuff. And then I have my iPad here, and sometimes I'll transfer that to this and just work on like 2 screens. But yeah, I just find it like very like, wow, this was crazy. I really had some crazy, like, I mean, it could have been possible to do the business like that if I marketed better. But I wasn't marketing at all. So it's just like, why did I ever have the expectation for that? And also like the audience that I was reaching for would not pay those prices for not like for the wigs. Not first investment, please. Please. So I'm excited. I'm excited to take this synthetic wig off. It's crazy that God had me playing around and trying to see some things, but I really know that he was trying to ground me. He was trying to ground me, humble me. He humbled me. Synthetic hairs, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But girl, there's a reason why I love human hair, virgin hair, raw hair, the longevity. In the last 6 weeks, I've gone through 3 synthetic wigs. I was wearing 1 wig for 6 months. Be for real. I mean, switching up the look. But let's be for real, a lot of us keep the signature style, and that's what I'm all for. The signature style, the signature color, the signature style. That's what I'm working towards, the signature. But let's get back into it. Let's get this working. Get this work done. What is this? Oh, that's my hallway. All right. Well, bye, y'all. All right, y'all. So that is the video that was like the first couple of days of getting the word to relaunch Flawless, well, to launch Flawless Halo, to go back and go into a business field where I experienced much hurt. And I found myself leaving God's presence and going against his will for my life, even receiving prophecy and support from other people. So I'm excited to see how this transpires. I actually am really excited about editing and commenting live time. So God is so funny. This concept is really cool. Honestly, I'm over here. You can see me real life, like shocked at the Holy Spirit. But Flawless Halo has already launched. We launched August 3rd, 2023. So even if you're watching this after 2023, we are open. I have 4 wigs ready to ship, 3 curly units, and 1 body wave unit right now. So if you're interested in getting a wig and you want to be shipped next day, definitely go shop Flawless Halo. I also have clip-ins, ponytails, headband wigs. This is a headband wig. I just got back from the gym. This is my go-to. I'm just excited to see what God's about to do. Yeah, so support Flawless Halo, and last but not least, always lead by living, y'all. Bye.